Hi everybody. Sorry I'm so late today. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone out there. Today we're going to talk about today's show is nobody's up now. There are two people in the live stream now. So tonight we're going to talk about how we're going to build Africa together. Hey brother, African Wolf King, what's up? How are you doing? Yeah, so tonight this is what we're going to talk about. How we can build Africa together. So if you're watching me, let me know where you're watching from before we begin this show. Today we are just going to take 45 to 1 hour, and yeah, we'll end it there. Oh, Loretta, how are you doing? I miss you too. I miss you so much. I saw a couple of your videos here. That's it. Tanzania, that's the Wolf King. King of the mountain. Wolf. Hey, Nappy. Love your lives in Canada. Thank you so much, bro. Sorry. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Watching from Kenya, Albert Munavi. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So there are 10 people here in the live stream. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you want to join the live stream, I will send you an invite with a link so you can join. Then we'll talk about Africa and how to build it together. This is what we will do tonight. So it's just going to be an hour show. Hey, and Annie, how are you doing? She's watching from the UK. Good evening. How are you, Annie? Yes, so I hope everyone is doing okay. Everyone is so fine. Everyone is doing normal, despite the lockdown, whatever. I know you're doing so good out there. Hey, Nappy, I am in New York. All right, that's from Grace. She is in New York at the moment. New York City, to be precise. All right. Okay, before we begin the show, if you want to join the live stream, just hit on the link. If you want to get an Nappy Bricks mesh, I will also send a link so you can get your Nappy Bricks mesh. You just hit the link, then you get your mesh or shirt from the Nappy Bricks store. Hey, Razak Hussein, nice to see you again. Watching you live from Milan, Italy. Thank you so much, Razak Hussein. Yeah, I'm also live from Accra, Ghana. So if you want to get a merchandise like this shirt I'm wearing, you can go ahead, hit this link, and get one for yourself. How? We have our first here. This link, and get one for yourself. Hello, Grace. How? We have our first here. This link, and get one for yourself.
Hey, Nappy, how you doing?
Hello, Grace. How? So good.
Here,
this link, and get one for yourself.
Hey, Nappy, how you doing?
Hold on a minute. Let me connect my earphones. Hello, Grace.
Hi. I just want to tell you, I really appreciate the hard work you were doing. It's really great.
Thank you so much.
I want to tell you something because I've been watching you. You've been talking about the racism in China, And I understand how, because you've lived your whole life in Ghana, that it's hard to understand the racism. I'll tell you that racism was one of those things I really had a hard time understanding. Even though I live here in the U.S., it took me a while to understand it because I'm not a Black American. I'm a Jamaican American, and I only got to understand it just recently when I started seeing all this police brutality. So I'll just tell you one thing: when you're dealing with racism, just see it as what it is. Don't try to say, "Oh, it's only happening to some people," because if it's happening to one of us, it's happening to all of us. Because when you see your brother being beaten down for no reason, it traumatizes you. So even though it's not physically happening to you, it's happening to you because you're being traumatized by it. And also, if it's happening to them for no reason, that means anybody who looks like you, it could happen to you at any time. So those other Africans in China who are saying, well, it's not happening everywhere, they're kidding themselves because they have no guarantee that tomorrow it's not going to happen, because these people who are abusing Black people in China are being told by the government to do it. It's coming from the government. See, what's going on is that just like in America, they're using Black people as a scapegoat. Yeah, they're using them as a scapegoat. They're saying they're trying to get people to get focused on hating Black people, just so that the anger that they should have for the government get misdirected from the government and get focused on the Black people. Okay, and that's what racist places always blame Black people. We're always a scapegoat. Like, for example, in the US, don't believe the lies they're telling you that most people suffering from coronavirus are Black people. They are lying.
So true.
And they're willing to risk having Black people get beaten up on the streets like they're getting beaten up in China by saying that. Because that's what it means. When they come out and say that we're the ones mostly suffering from it, it means that our lives are physically at risk. Because in America, racists are violent people. So this could actually even lead to a race war. I mean, that's a possibility. But I'm just saying, either way, it's going to create danger for us as Black people, just like it is happening in China. So I just wanted to share that with you. And of course, it's going to take you a while before you fully understand this, because racism is so crazy. It's really hard to understand.
You're definitely right. You're so right.
And I'm happy to see what people in Africa are doing. They're saying no more Chinese. They're boycotting Chinese businesses and all that. I think that's really a good direction, because they've never been our friends.
Never.
And they've been abusing, Black people everywhere they get a chance to. They do the same thing here in the U.S. They do the same thing here.
Right.
It wasn't Chinese, but it was Korean. But a Korean store owner basically started a riot back in the 90s because they shot a Black person. So it's a long history.
Sure.
All right. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grace. That was so insightful. I'll look into that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
All right.
Hey,
bro, what's up?
Man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's playing here.
Okay, so everything about Africa, I do really love it. But I think Africans, we have a problem. I'm calling from Virginia anyway, United States.
Okay, all right.
I think before we can build Africa, we have to start believing in ourselves and appreciating one another. Because I think as Africans, we tend to look down on ourselves and our culture and who we are.
Exactly.
Yeah, so before we can start building the continent, I think the first thing we have to do is we have to change our mentality. How we see Africa, we have to change it. And how do we change it? I mean, that's a very difficult. I wish I had an answer to that, but I don't, because as Africans, anything African is like, secondary to any other thing,
right.
Yeah, so if it's white, it's good. But if it's African, it's bad. Because I live here in the United States, and sometimes you meet your brother on the street, maybe he's from Ghana or he's from Africa. Sometimes they don't want to even identify themselves as Africans.
Yeah.
They don't want people to know they're African, especially those who are able to change their accent. They feel like, hey, you know what, I'm no more African. So I think before we can start building the continent, we have to believe in ourselves and appreciate our culture. But it's been a long time. I always watch your video here in the United States.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work and
really
never lose hope.
Sure.
Never lose hope, bro.
Sure.
We did your back. Thank you so much.
It be so.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Peace out. All right. So that was Speak Your Mind Zone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That was a real quick one. So let's go to the comment section. We have Danielle K from Nairobi, Kenya. Hi, fam. How are you doing? This is from Blessed. Okay, she has already spoken. Yes. This S. Marco. Keep doing your thing, brother Nappy. We must unite against people who doesn't look like us. All right. That was from S. Marco. Frank Lucas says, I love all Africans. Thank you so much. And this is Good Kelly, my brother from Ghana, residing in New York City. Thank you so much, bro. New York in the house. All right. Last caller was so right. Yes, that's from Lucas Frank. And this is from Lily. Lily, hi, how are you? We will drag our own but speak highly of others. You speak highly of others. You are right, my brother. Thank you so much, Blessed Ingrid. All right, so that was from our brother who lives in Virginia, in the southern part of America. So thank you so much for giving us these few words. And thank you to Grace. Grace also brought in some words to us to encourage us to run away or flee away from racism as Black people. Thank you so much, each and everyone. All right, so we go straight to the topic. How do we build Africa together? How do we do it together? So as our brother said, you go to a country as a Black man, you see your own fellow person, but that person doesn't even want to recognize you. He doesn't want to have interactions with you because he has changed his accent and he feels so big to live in America. He feels so big to live in Europe. And now he has a good accent. He has learned the language, so he doesn't feel for his culture again. That is making you isolate yourself from your real identity as an African. So due to this, you can't come back home to build your own continent or to build your own home. Sweetie Success, hi bro, hi, how are you doing? That's from Sweetie Success. Okay, Frank Lucas says, what role do you think religion is playing in keeping Blacks in this condition? Okay, Lucas, we're going to talk about religion too. So as I was saying, isolating yourself or not identifying yourself as a Black person through language is one big factor that is dividing the continent. Because right now in most Ghanaian homes, a lot of Ghanaian children can't even speak their own language, especially Cree. They fumble speaking it. They can't speak Ewe. They are not even fluent in their own local language. Now most parents teach their children, they speak English in schools. When you speak vernacular, I don't know what is vernacular though, but when you speak the local language apart from English, you are being punished, which is losing your identity, or you are getting lost from your real identity. So how can we build or unite as Africans if we can't even speak our own local language? Coming to religion. Religion has separated all Africans. This one is saying I'm a Muslim. This one is saying I'm a Christian. This one is saying I'm a traditionalist. This one is saying I'm not a believer. This one is saying this. This one is saying that. So it has separated Africans. So one is looking down upon other because he is a Muslim, and the Christian is saying a Muslim is not worshiping the true God, and the Muslim is saying the Christian is worshiping the true God, and the Muslim is also saying the traditionalist is not worshiping the true God. This has separated all of us. This has really separated all of us as Africans. Because of religion, we can't even come together. Because the Bible is saying we should worship no other God apart from Him. This same Bible will tell you worship God through His Son, Jesus Christ. So because of the Bible, Christians are looking down upon Muslims, and Muslims are looking down upon Christians because of Quran, what the Quran is saying. So that question was from I'm looking for it. We'll drag our speaker. Okay, that question was from Lucas. It was from Lucas. So Lucas, religion is actually dividing the continent as well. It's not uniting Africa so we can build the continent together. Religion is dividing us because one person is a traditionalist. Are you aware that nowhere in the Bible slavery is condemned? That's from Lucas. All right. I have not really read everything in the Bible, so I'm not really aware. Speak Your Mind Zone. Thank you so much. Go higher, Nappy. Thank you so much. You go further than higher. Go further than higher. Thank you so much. Speak Your Mind Zone. Truth, brother. Frankie, thank you. All right, there was a comment from here. All right, that was from Grace. Happy breaks. The building of Africa has just begun with the work that you and other African YouTubers are doing. You guys are changing the image of Africa. Thank you so much, Grace. So you guys are also playing a very big role in building of Africa, because you are also preaching what we are supposed to hear to the people or the diasporans. Okay, this is from the God King Dorel. Like late great Dr. John Henry Clark, okay, said Black people are confused about all religions. Nappy, you should go to the web, that's W.E. Du Bois Center, and learn about him. All right, thank you so much, the God King. I would definitely try that. There was a different form of slavery in the Bible. Don't get doctrine from people who think they know it. And ethnicity is also divided us. Thank you so much. All right, as I said, Jeffrey Davis, I've not read everything in the Bible, so I can't stand firm and talk about the Bible. I've read just, I can't even boast of reading about 10 pages in the Bible. I'm so sorry about that. But at least I can quote something. All right. Okay. Dr. Clark was a friend of Nkrumah. Yes. So the good people of Africa were trying to build Africa together. And you know what? These white folks will come together, cause chaos in that particular country here in Africa, and they will rebel against the president or the sitting government, kill the government, make sure the government dies, and they will take, these white folks will take charge of the continent, or of the country, of that particular country, just because of natural resources. Natural resources. Good evening, watching from the Gambia. Immortal Strength, thank you so much for joining the live stream. I really appreciate it. So as I said, I'm just going to have 1 hour or 45 minutes to 1 hour live stream, because my internet is not really good today. I'm really sorry about that. Why didn't you read my statement? Are you afraid of the Chinese that statement didn't come true. Mike Shep, are you aware that YouTube is taking down most of the comments if they are abusive? Yes, YouTube takes down so many comments if they are abusive. So it wasn't my fault. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So if you want to join the live stream, I will give you an invite. And this is the link to it. If you want to join the live stream, share ideas, give an advice, or suggest something to me, I'll be glad and much grateful to listen and watch. And I'm sorry, bro. Okay, don't be sorry. You didn't know. I just told you. So that is it. Religion, language, food, even food is dividing us. So we can't even come together and build Africa. We have thrown away all the local foods and now we eat rice, jollof rice. We are fighting over fried rice, burgers, which are not ours. The KFCs, whatever, they're all not ours. We didn't know all these things. Now the whites are rather copying from us. Hello. Hi, Malik.
Hello.
Yeah, it's quite loud on your side.
Okay, I can't see you. Let me move here for a minute. Somebody is cutting the grass.
Yeah, I think it's okay now.
Okay. Are the Africans in Ghana or the Gambia around West Africa, are they removing all the Chinese out of the area? Looks like on TV they still are trying to take over. Is that true?
They are trying to remove them. Like I saw a video in Nigeria that the Nigerians are trying to evacuate all Chinese businesses. They are burning down all Chinese businesses. But with the TV, I don't normally watch TV, so I've not seen those on TV.
Okay, well, one thing I know for sure about the Nigerians are not one to play with. You don't play with them. They are very serious, and they will not be ran over by the Chinese, Japanese, Lebanese, the Egyptians, or any of those cruel people. They will not be pushed over by them. Now, I know the most of the Nigerians that I know, they're very nice people, but their personality is sort of docile, you know, and that's not bad, you know, but as a man, you have to stand up for yourself.
So, yeah.
You know, most of the Ghanaians that I know here in the States, they're just so soft-spoken and pretty much anything that's being said, they'll go along with it and not really expressing how they feel. Yeah. And that's not good here in America. You have to be a man. If you're a black man, you better stand up to the devils.
Right. That's so right. Ghanaians are so sober, unlike Nigerians. Nigerians take their chances. You don't. Hello, Grace.
Yes, hi. I'm sorry, I lost. I forgot what I was going to talk about. So let me think about it, and I'll come back. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
this is what I wanted to say. This is what I want to say now. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't think that Africans should see the differences in their people as a negative, because with the diversity gives you an advantage. As a matter of fact, the United States was built on diversity. Diversity is an advantage.
All right.
Okay. You are different people, and that's a fact. And you should fight against losing your language, because your language is part of your identity. And one thing that the world's been doing is hiding our identity. So you gotta hold on to your identity, and also Africa, just like Africans, just like Black people in the diaspora, Black people in the Americas and all over the world, our history has been hidden. And I think we all need to go out and use the internet because everything is at your fingertips. Learn your history, because when you learn your history, it builds your confidence. It gives you something to stand on.
Right.
This is really critical. And your language is part of your history. So, that's all I have to say right now. Just we need to take that as a priority, because
Grace, are you a Black lady?
Yes, I'm Black. I'm a Jamaican American.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know what you're saying, because this is what Black Americans do. They divide. If you speak a certain way, they give you a hard time. But I'm an immigrant.
It's nothing wrong with speaking.
If I spoke my natural language, you wouldn't be able to understand me. I'm not offended. I'm just explaining it to you.
Right.
That I know it's cultural difference. It's a cultural difference.
It's nothing wrong with speaking correctly.
I'm just trying to explain to you that you guys divide people by how they speak, but it doesn't bother me. I know it's just a lack of understanding. Huh?
That's not true. That's definitely not true.
I grew up here, and when I moved here, I had to fist fight both boys and girls because I spoke differently. So I'm just trying to explain it to you. You may see it as not a big deal, but that was my experience when I moved here.
No. Okay.
I'm not offended. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you, even though I know you won't necessarily understand, but that's what it is.
Oh, I will definitely understand. I'm very educated. Matter of fact, I've taught college for 25 years. So believe me, I am very, very aware.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you. So Nappy, you got to see a little bit of how differences affect people in America. But even though we have these negative experiences, sometimes it doesn't destroy things. It really is just a difference. Difference is not a bad thing. Difference is just different.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Grace. She come back again. All right. Namaste.
Have you talked to Walter Meyer lately?
We spoke yesterday.
Okay. How's he doing?
It's okay. He's doing well.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I enjoy both of you guys' channel as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. We're just seeing forward for the virus to leave us, then you visit Africa.
Oh yeah. I plan to be there in Ghana and the Gambia. My plans were to come there in May, but I had to cancel it now. But I will be there by this summer sometime.
All right, we hope so.
Maybe we'll get together and I'll take both of you guys out.
Yeah, sure, right. All right, thank you so much, El Haj Malik.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, to this comment section, we have Listen Africa sold to the white man by our leaders long ago. That's so sad. Okay, the good King Noro. Nappy, I sent you a video of Dr. Clerk's famous speech when he was in Ghana years ago. I sent it to you on IG. Okay, thank you so much, the God King. African leaders are confused and confusion as confusion. Razak, confusion.com. Oh my. They need to unite. Okay, that was from Razak. New Thought. New Thoughts. Okay, it's a thumb up. A thorough knowledge of self is important. We need to know who we are. Then we will appreciate each other as a people. That's CNS. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was from CNS. I hope that removing them at this point, we should stop purchasing from the Chinese. Period. That was from Life Lava Digiola. Thank you so much for your comment. This is from Linda Clark. Linda Clark, sorry. Is it Clark or Clark? How do I pronounce it? Nappie. You are stressed or I am stressed? Which is which? All right. This one is from Melanin Africa. I can't tell I miss a lot. I can't tell I miss a lot. Just got here. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. You are welcome. All right, let's go. This is from Madame Enique Casa. Good day, everyone. Good day, Casa. How are you doing? The God King Dorel. He says NPP. That's the new patriotic party here in Ghana. I am not doing politics, so we don't have to add such things here. Hello, good people. This is from Christine Gear. Hello, good people, and how are hosts? All right, okay. Immortal Strength. This is a brother from Ghana. Good Kelly.
Hey.
Long time.
My brother, how are you?
Fine, oh, everything they cool.
NAPP.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Charlie, what they go on, man?
Oh, everything nice, oh, everything nice. So I feel the kidney
how you they create content in this Corona era?
Oh, Charlie, it'll be difficult too. I just did room then any news then I go react to them, Charlie. How you go do it?
Hey, you know easy.
Yeah, how you go do it? PPIE. Charlie, how everything day for New York?
Charlie, by God's we doing eh?
Yeah.
We doing YouTube.
Yeah, we do YouTube.
Like I can't ask you about exactly.
And they beg you make it don't ask, you go ask for what's up.
Hey, Charlie. I beg you, so how the Corona they go no? Like if you watch we young Africans, like we were the future, they belong to us. But the way things they go no, do you think we are prepared to take charge of our future, especially looking at how some of our colleagues or brothers and sisters have been treated elsewhere? What do you think? How are we supposed to take over from the leaders before us?
Right now, the way things are going here, like I'll talk for Ghana because I'm in Ghana right now. The way things are going here right now, like everything has been politicized. Everything has been politicized. If someone is going to donate something to other people, they put their party flags and other things on the, like as a sticker, they put it on the
take charge of our future, especially looking at how some of our
so the way everything they go there, if we as the youth don't take charge, as in the way you're saying, like preparation, we don't prepare towards it, these people will use these political powers and scores to take charge of everything. So it's all based on politics. But we as the people, we can't go into politics just like that. Because for me, I don't do politics.
So what do we do? Because if for example, if I'm watching what is happening in China like this, my blood is boiling. But I cannot sit on the plane and go there. So what do we do? What can I do from my living room? What can you do from your living room? What are we supposed to do as young African leaders?
That's what we are doing now. Whatever happens, you need to make sure that the world knows about it. Because China is a communist country, and a lot of things happening there, the media can't talk about it. If the government intervenes in China, the media can't talk about it. Everything in China is being controlled by the government. So whatever you see or whatever you go through in China, especially what is happening right now, you let us know. We from the other parts of the world, we will know, then share with the world. Because anything that you do in China and it goes against you, for real, you're not going to take it easy with the government.
But this COVID has really shown, like, it's really shown the difference, the space between us and the rest of the world. What have we been doing? What have we done wrong all these years that other countries are sharing money for their citizens? What have we done wrong? And why is the black man's case like this?
Yeah, that's a very big question. Like, I don't know who can answer this, because it has been happening since we were even born, and our great grandparents couldn't even answer this. We don't know what happened, because we all know that Africa is like it's life. Africa is the best place to be, but we don't know what happened. That these people are discriminating about black people, saying black people are this, black people are black. Anything that happens is black people, but they still come here from natural resources and take it back. They say poor man has no friend, but they still want to be our friends. They still want to give us money to invest in us. Then they will take it back. They take everything back again. So I don't know what is happening. Like, it's a very big question that we need to sit and analyze.
But in all honesty, this COVID-19 that has happened, I feel that it's not actually manifested itself properly in Africa yet. It has manifested in Italy, in America, in other places.
Yeah, America.
So if it's manifesting big in Ghana, Nigeria, in South Africa, all over Africa, we'll be in serious trouble. And that brings my worry. Like, in this small lockdown, this partial lockdown that's going on, some people cannot get food, and people are scared.
Yeah,
like
people are dying out. People are dying out of hunger.
Nappy, why? That's my question. Why?
It's painful. It's so painful. You just need to just hope and pray. That's it. That's all we can talk about.
Do you think that democracy is good for us or is helping us? I personally feel that the kind of people we are, we do not need a democratic government.
No, we don't need it. We don't need it at all. Because when you tell people to stay home, they don't stay home. You tell people to do this, they don't do it. Someone will come on social media, insult the government, insult the president, and go scot-free. Who like the president himself is even older than some of our parents, even grown enough to be our grandfather. But people just insult him because of democracy. Whilst you can't even insult your elderly brother. You understand? So it's because of democracy. Like, things are in a mess.
Yeah, I feel that democracy, they use it as a means to weaken us. So, for example, if you are supposed to build a road from Accra to Kumasi, because of democracy, I'm supposed to have a meeting with all the chiefs from Accra to Kumasi. By the time I finish having the meeting with 100 chiefs, they will be able to bribe all the chiefs so that my road cannot come, and they can take their timber and go and continue their mining.
Even in the meeting, you need to pay some monies. You need to bring some food. You need to share some items. So by the time you finish the meeting, the money that will be needed for the road will go into the meeting instead of using for the road. So you're right. You're definitely right.
Well, I think it's up to you and I to also come and take up the mantle and make things better. But in all honesty, I'm just praying that when we also get there, we will not behave like them, because it is, they say, it's easier said than done. You can talk all the talk when you are not in power, but when you start smelling money, cash, could you the way you say NABTIE, imagine seeing $1 million or $10 million.
Away.
And you know,
I'll be hiding in my village.
All sorts of vices. So I pray that when it gets to a 10, we'll be focused, we'll put our mind on the ground,
sure.
and actually do
sure.
the work. But my prayer is that a lot of us young people will start preparing ourselves. Like, the future that we keep talking about is here. It's just 10 years away.
Yeah.
And we'll soon be ministers, we'll soon be MPs, some of our friends will be presidents. So we need to keep building ourselves and preparing ourselves, and let's all grow together and make Africa a wonderful place, my brother.
Exactly. Thank you so much. It was so insightful.
NAPPIE.
Thank you, brother. All right, that was good, Kelly, from the United States, New York to be precise. All right, let's go straight into the comment section. I hope I'm not late here. Wow, there's so much comments here. All right, okay, I'm going to be picky. All right. Love your own, grow your own, protect and support your own for generational survival. That was from Immortal Strength. Thank you so much, Immortal Strength. Jason Watkins says, I'm sorry. All right. Du Bois Center is the best library in Africa and one of the black libraries in the world. All right. Thank you so much, the God King. Christine Girl, great topic right there. Thank you so much. Network TV, shout outs to you, boy. He is in Brazil and I am enjoying the show today. Thank you so much. Interesting show. We like it too. Christine Girl, we seem to have identity struggle instead of focusing on how disenfranchised our people are universally. All right, thank you so much, Saint. Melanin Africa, I can't tell, I miss a lot. Just go here. This is from Eric B. Quasi. What's up, Nappy, my bro? Bro, I'm doing so good. How are you doing? Digiola Lives Lava, same, Mr. L. I have been in Ghana. Next will be Gambia. Thank you so much, Digio. Tabitha Dorcas. Tabitha also means Dorcas. Okay, Dorcas, I'm so happy I got to the live show. Thank you so much. Just Laureate. What one blood? All right, just Laureate, how are you doing? This one is from Grace. This one is from Grace. She's the savior. Yeah. Nappy Breaks. Do you know that all countries are decreasing their manufacturing in China? Wow, that's amazing. Jason says, El Haj, why don't people of your age go to Africa and become consultants or to Africa about the needs to be there? Mambo Napi, this is from a Kenyan speaking Swahili. Mambo, hi Napi. So I'll respond by saying, oh my God, how can I forget my Swahili? Okay, all I can remember is Ukowapi. Where are you? When I'm in Africa, you mean to tell me all the years of history of African leaders don't know what's up? I hear France rolling out the big back again and Africa jumping for joy. I am sick of this. When I'm in Africa, we are all sick and tired of this. This is from Casa. I'm doing well, Mr. Napi. I hope you are doing well too. I'm also doing so great. Thank you so much, Casa. And this is from Grace the Savior. There are some high-level people who are advocating that China should be kicked out of the UN and other global organizations. All right, and then BRB, be right back. Okay, this time is wake-up call for all Africans, start producing products that have been buying from China. Whoa, he looks like my brother, Tabitha Dorcas. Yes, kick out China. They don't like Africans. When will the powers that we wake up and take control of the situation to protect their nations? Okay, love emojis from Annie Chiegu. Don't let them take our passports. Don't let them take your passport. Yes, that's the right to. This is from Eric B. Quasi. I hate to say this, but at this point, the youth of Africa must rebel, bend, down government structures to make statements that these old sellout leaders must go. I can answer it, Jeffrey Davis. No unity, that is why. It's so true. Right. That's so much comments I'm reading right here. Okay, let's read this one from Kaba. Kaba says democracy has its advantages and disadvantages. We are falling because we are not decolonizing our systems of government and not holding our so-called leaders accountable. All right, that was from Kaba Kunte. Kunte. CNS, and this capitalist system has proved not to be working in Africa. It is benefiting the other side, outsiders at Africa's expense. That's so true. New thought of their products are led. Dominic Loro. All right, Dominic Loro. Everyone read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Thank me later. Thank you so much. All right, so this is it. If you want to join the live stream, just hit on the link and join the live stream. I'll be leaving in about 15 minutes time. And yeah, today I'll just stay for just an hour, and that is it. We all, I was so late today. I'm so sorry. And next week we're going to do it well and do it better. All right, this is from. So let's just go back again. Talking about us uniting and building Africa together. As I was saying, religion in some ways is impeding on the growth of Africa because people don't, religion has really given some disadvantages on building Africa. Because if you're building something for the nation, one particular religion will be upset because they don't have their people together to come and build these things together. It's to be like, oh, they only selected Christians, oh, they only selected Muslims, they didn't select Islamic people, they didn't select. So that is how sometimes religion impedes on the good. Okay, we have Brother Tefari here. Brother, how are you doing?
How's it going, Nappy?
Yeah, I'm good.
We have Brother Tefari.
Hi. We have Sister Nappy. Sister Nappy, how are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
You should have changed the name. It's fine. But what's the name?
Yeah. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Too nappy.
Yeah, the name is fine. But what's the name?
Oh, my name is Casa.
All right. Okay. Starting with bro, where you?
Wait a second. Let me just remember.
All right. Bro, where are you calling from?
I am calling from Memphis, Tennessee, America, USA.
Oh, okay. All right. Tennessee. Yeah, all right. Man. Welcome to the show.
Glad to be on.
Yeah. I like your hair.
Yeah, man. My hair.
Yeah, so beautiful.
No, I had to like, pick it out or whatever. It's kind of nappy actually.
It's okay. This is what we are.
Yeah, man, I wanted to get on. Actually, I reached out to you by email earlier, like a week or two ago.
I wanted to get. Okay.
Huh?
You reach out to me with an email.
I'm actually trying to go to Ghana. I'm trying to go, relocate to Ghana after this whole thing, the whole pandemic situation go over. I'm trying to get out there to Ghana, pick up on a little tweet, But, I think it's really important, and by the way, anybody watching, you can check out my YouTube. I'm trying to start a YouTube as well, trying to do my part. And one of the things I really want to like stress is, we have to come together. We have to, so I was doing some research. Population-wise, there's 210 million Africans in the diaspora. That includes America, South America, Central America, UK, scattered everywhere. So there's remnants scattered all over the world, but 210 million plus the 1.3 billion in the mainland, in the motherland. So if you add all that up, they call Black people the minority group, but when you add it up,
we are so many.
No, we the biggest. 1.5 billion people is the biggest group, because China is the biggest group officially, and they're like 1.3, 1.4. So Africa, if you count the diaspora, is 1.5.
Yeah.
So Africans are the biggest group. So people call us the minority, but we're not the minority. We're the biggest group. If you count the diaspora, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you count all of our purchasing power, like if you look at the diaspora alone, it's just about 1 to 3 trillion. But if you count all of Africa together, all the motherland, diaspora, all together, all the celebrities, the comedians, the actors, the business people, the musicians, the athletes. If you count all the Black people purchasing power, we have over $15 trillion in purchasing power. So, but the problem is we don't put the money, we don't actually use our money together, right? So we'll spend a bunch of our money on houses in America, houses in Europe, doctors, lawyers, bankers, all these foreign entities we're gonna put our money in, but we don't take our money, let's build ourselves up. The Indians do that, the Chinese do that, the Europeans do that, the Jewish do that, the Arabs do that. Every they take all their money and they put it together, and they make programs and funds. There's no United African Fund. There's no United African Bank. There's no United African Airlines. There's no United African anything. We don't have not one, besides the African Union, which, I mean, you take that how you want to take it, African Union. I mean, they have a lot of ideas, but,
nothing is being done. Yeah.
Right.
That's the truth. They go for meetings, but nothing is being done.
Exactly.
So true.
A lot of talking, a lot of stuff, a lot of plans, but we need more than just plans. Plans not gonna feed you. Plans not gonna employ you. And we right now we got people. Yeah, and we got people living in Haiti, living in Liberia, even in Ghana, Nigeria. We got people even in America. Like there's certain places I can go in Memphis. Like in Memphis, I can go to certain places people don't have basic shit. You know what I mean? Certain Black communities over here. I was surprised in the neighborhood I'm at right now because it's a pretty nice area, and I'm surprised that all my neighbors are Black. I was surprised. Because normally in a neighborhood like this, they all be white. But it just so happened in Mississippi, I'm in Mississippi right now, and they all Black. So that's a new thing. That's a new thing. That's very,
That's amazing. Yeah. We just hope things go well as planned. That we'll see you in Africa, Ghana.
That's very amazing.
All right. We have Casa here. Casa, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Yes. Hi, brother. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm doing fine. Oh, well. Oh, good to see you too. Hi, brother Tafari. Yes, I'm doing fine. Oh, well. Yeah, hi. I just wanted to say that I like what you're doing, and I have no opinion, so I don't want to talk about politics. So that's all.
All right.
This is my first time calling in a live show.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. See you on the other side. Bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. From the comment section, Eric B. Kwesi said, Tree is not the only language in Ghana. Exactly. Ghana has close to 70 languages. And yeah, you can at least learn about 5 or 6 of them. Yeah. So it's not only Tree that Tree is most spoken language. It's the most spoken language, but there are about close to 70 languages here in Ghana.
Yeah, that's true. And Africa has over 2,000. So I mean,
yeah,
I mean it's tough to learn 2,000 languages. So you know, actually, I was so there was a debate on a video that I watched, and they were saying, what should you do? Should we pick one? Because we need a united language. We need a common language. We don't need to be using English or French or the other ones, right? We need
wait.
Come up with
so the ethnic groups are rather close to 70, but the spoken languages or dialects are 250 here in Ghana. There are 250 spoken dialects here in Ghana. 250, not 70. So that's the correct.
And I think Akan is the biggest group, right?
Say that again.
Akan, the biggest group.
Akan, yeah.
Yeah, but what I think about in terms of like we need a common language too. Like we don't need to be speaking English or whatever European language. But the problem with the African languages, there's so many, and they're all very different. You know, the West African languages, I've heard them. They sound very different than East African. Like Swahili and Twi are completely different. They don't even sound remotely different.
Yeah.
They're close.
I spoke Twi in Kenya, and people thought I was speaking Chinese. I'm like, no, this is not Chinese.
Yeah, it does sound a little Chinese because it's very tonal. You know, it has a lot of tonal sound to it, so it sounds similar. I thought that too. I was like, oh, it kind of sounds China a little bit, but yeah, I mean, and Swahili doesn't have tones, and I know a lot of Swahili because I've learned Swahili for like two or 3 years.
Asante.
Asante sana, yeah.
Karibu.
Jambo. Yeah, but I'm going to West Africa, not East Africa, but yeah.
All right. That's amazing. Welcome to the continent. That's all we need. You can choose any country of your choice, and then just visit. Ghana, East, West, South, North, they are all African countries. So that's it.
Yeah, but what do you think? Let me ask you something. I got a question of my own. So what do you think of a united Africa? Like one African federation? What do you think?
This is what, first of all, let me say shout outs to, or thank you so much to our leaders who left us, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Gaddafi. Most of them were trying to unite Africa, and these white folks came for them to kill them. Because whenever you try to unite Africa, Africa is going to be very strong. See, the continent Africa alone can serve or provide food for the world for the rest of the life, like for the rest of life. The continent Africa can provide anything the world needs. Anything the world needs. Because every country in Africa has its own weather, has different vegetation, has different highlands and lowlands. Every single country in Africa has something different. So if Africa unites, it's going to be like a steel where nothing can break it. A strong steel where nothing can break it. So the unity of Africa coming together as one, I think it will be a good thing, but it's all because of corruption. That's why we can't come together. Because talking about,
I agree with that.
Talking about just Congo, I always say this, only Congo, DR Congo. Congo has $24 trillion worth of natural mineral resources. $24 trillion untouched.
That's just what we know right now, right?
Yeah,
more than that. You know,
that's a raw figure I'm giving.
Yeah, that's at a minimum one country, Congo. But if you go a little bit north of DR Congo to the Central African Republic, they're estimating that particular country has a lot of resources too. But because it's been so torn, they haven't been able to go there and survey it properly. But they're estimating that little sort of extension of Congo is very rich too, and it's a small little country. And it's it's just little bits and little countries kind of scattered about that are very rich. But yeah, all the money goes to Europe. All the money goes to the West, and none of the money makes. And they give little crumbs to the leaders so they can have nice fancy houses and nice cars, foreign services. But the people get none of it. The country doesn't develop. And meanwhile, if you look at the charts right now, if you look at the global charts, Europe controls the European Union controls $20 trillion of the world economy. America controls $20 trillion of the so together Europe and America control about $40 trillion of the world economy. Now, when you look at the total population, there are only about 900 million Europeans. Okay, so out of 900 million people, they control $40 trillion of the world economy. And when you look at Africa, right? Again, we're almost we're 1.5 billion people.
Yeah, 1.5 billion.
We can 25% of that number. Way. So it's about we need to start, but that's an important thing, because what it's telling you is the Europeans are just 4 times more efficient at working together to control other people's resources. That's like their main thing they like to do. They like to get together and say, okay, how are we going to get your resources, get your resources, get your resources? The Chinese people are about 50%. Just looking at the numbers, Chinese are about half as good at doing that as the Europeans, because they control about $20 trillion of the world economy, but they're only about 1.3 billion. So they're at a rate of half as much as the Europeans but to be honest, they're growing that by going into Africa, going into other countries. India just passed a new law that said that China has to get approved on any new business deals they do in India. Meaning, before, China could just go into India, buy up a company, buy up the land, and get unfair deals. Now they have to go to New Delhi and get approvals for every deal in India. So Africa needs stuff like that. Anytime a foreign entity wants to come into Africa, they had to go to one place. You shouldn't be able to if you can't get the deal you want in Namibia, I can just go across the corner to Zambia, or I can Zimbabwe, or wherever you're going to go, right? You shouldn't be able to just hop borders to get the deal you want. For the whole of Africa, you got to go to one place, whether that be Ghana, whether that be Nigeria. We should designate one country, one African country, and say, you're the port of entry for all economic trade. So we can speak as one voice. So any deal you want to make with Africa, you got to go to Arusha. You got to go to Lagos, or whoever it's going to be, right? Accra, whoever it's going to be. That's what we need, because when you look at other countries, that's what they have, right? If you want to do any deal in the U.S., you got to go through the federal government,
right?
You have to go through Washington. Right. If you want to go to China, you got to go through Beijing. If you want to go to India, you got to go through New Delhi. So why is it in Africa you can go, I can't do what I want to do in Tanzania? Okay, let me just go to Mozambique and do it. You see what I'm saying? So we're bleeding from 1,000 cuts. That's our issue.
Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. He has a YouTube channel. He's new on YouTube. So I think you guys should go and follow him up. He has some nice stuff out there. I really appreciate it. And see you on the other side, brother.
Yeah, man. I hope to come out there soon. When I get out to Ghana, we're going to link up, man.
Yeah, sure. All right. Peace out.
Wakanda forever.
All right, that was from brother Tafari. He's doing amazing. Thank you so much. Religion is tied to our history in Africa. That's why it's important to know what happened in Africa and Europe in 1600. Who would want to work with a foundation collaborating diasporas with to build a continent? Definitely, we are here to help Tabitha Dakas. All okay. This is from Mark. I'll be wrapping up soon. It's only 1 hour, 1 minute. So I'll be wrapping up soon. If you want to join the live, I'm so sorry. I'll have to come back later to do that. This is from Mark. He says, all of us, so-called Black people here in America and throughout the diaspora need to repatriate back to Africa and live together, build together, and stand together. Thank you so much, Mark. The shirt is nice. That was from Coco Benji. All right, let's go to Jojo Co 64. It looks like what has not been sold or stolen will soon. When the African leaders do another loan grab for 1.5 billion, France is offering, but it's Africa stolen money over the time. Yes, so true. Tree is not the only language in Ghana. Okay, I said that. This one is from 11 Sounders. We spend money on materialistic things. Hispanics come to America, live together, and do any job they make money. Years pass and then own business. You are speaking the truth, my brother. We need to work together. That's for Coco Benji. CNS, right, brother? We can start purchasing it from each other. There's Echo. This is from Grace. Happy birthday. Please ask Brother Tafari what job plans to do.
Hello.
Sasha.
How are you?
I'm doing good. This one should be a very quick one for me, please. I'm wrapping up to end the show.
You want to end the show?
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, no, don't worry. You are the last person I'm talking to now. So after your call,
okay.
Where are you from? Yeah.
I am from Canada. I mean, I'm from Africa. I am from Cameroon. I have called last week. And
okay.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah, I remember you.
Okay, so I see you are on live. I was not expecting that, so I called. Because I want to share with you something a Chinese man told me.
Okay.
Like some years ago when I was in Africa.
All right.
Actually, we need China to develop Africa. I see a lot of Africans saying that we should close our border with China and stuff like that. But we need them to develop Africa. And I will explain how.
Okay, please explain.
Okay, in Ghana, for example, tell me just one amazing food you love in Ghana. Just one.
Banku.
Banku, okay. Imagine that we create factories for Banku. So we do packages of Banku, okay? And we bring that Banku to China. We sell the Banku. And imagine every package of Banku, we sell it at, let's say $10, okay? China is more than 1.5 billion people.
Yeah.
So we sell one Banku. Imagine we sell 10 million only Banku to those Chinese people at $10.
Yeah.
Okay? That is how much money we made. We can make like this.
You see? A lot.
Okay, so imagine we take 10 good food in Ghana. We take Banku, we take other food, jollof and stuff, and we create factories for that. We can sell a lot of our African food to China and make billions of dollars every single year. Do you understand my point?
But, yes, I understand your point. But the question here is, will these people like our food?
They will like absolutely. When I was in Cameroon, okay, listen to this. I have a lot of Chinese friends. They used to live in Cameroon and they left to go back to China, but they were coming only for the food. They absolutely love the food. You can ask Wodemaya if he went to Guangzhou, but you will see amazing. They absolutely love.
All right.
Because the African food is extremely diverse, and the things that Chinese they love in Cameroon is, I think you have it in Ghana too, suya.
Yes, suya. Yes, suya.
They love suya. Every spot of suya in Cameroon, they are here. Suya, suya, suya. Man, it is crazy. You understand? They love meat. They love meat. I don't know. We say viande de brousse, meat you have in the forest. You know.
Yeah, bush meat.
Bush meat. Yeah. They love bush meat a lot, and we have it, so we can deal with them. That is how I see the relationship between Africa and China. That is how we do things. But Africans don't have to go there to study. It is difficult. You don't understand the language. I mean, it is so difficult.
Yeah.
Chinese, they come to Africa to sell things. You know, they sell their phones, their dress and stuff. But Africans don't go there to sell. They go there to spend their money. They go there to study. So you take the money of Africa, you go put that money in China. That is not. Africa don't know how to build a serious commercial relationship. You understand my point?
It's painful.
Because even with Europe, that is what we are doing every single day. We leave, we go to Canada. I am here, so I know what I'm talking about. We leave, we go to France. We leave, we go to England to study. But British, they come to our place to build more and sell their products.
Yeah.
The last time I went to Africa, I saw Carrefour. Carrefour is like a ShopRite. The you know the things you have in the malls in most of the Anglophone-speaking countries. I saw Carrefour, and Carrefour, they are selling French products like crazy. People buy those products. They don't sell products from Cameroon. You understand? And I think it is the same thing in Ghana, in Nigeria. ShopRite, they are here. They sell the products from South Africa and those stuff. You know? So why Africa cannot go to Jamaica and build a mall there, and we will send our products to our people in Jamaica? Exactly. Why Africa don't build a mall in England, and we have the factories, we have the products, and we send it there? We are the only people in the world. We just buy what other people do.
Yeah.
You understand? And another thing is that the last point. In Africa, we have more than 1 billion people. When you take all the continent, from Senegal to Ethiopia, from Morocco to South Africa, we have more than 1 billion people. In that 1 billion people, we have more than 100 million engineer, technician, nurse, doctor. We have a lot of professionals. You understand? Look at this situation, the coronavirus. I saw in Ghana a guy who created a kind of machine to wash hands. That is beautiful. I saw the exact same thing in Cameroon. I saw that in Nigeria. I saw that in Morocco. I saw that in, I think, Zambia. All Africans are creating things to fight against the COVID-19. You understand? So why don't put all these engineers, technicians, nurses, doctor together to create? You know, the invention they made for the COVID-19, they did that in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So imagine we give them money and a place to build what we need. We in Africa, 1 year they can do amazing things. We have to trust our engineer and our people. Okay, and what I can say is you are a YouTuber. Wodemaya is another beautiful YouTuber that I love. Mia, he also, and all those YouTuber, and we can make this. Okay,
definitely, exactly.
You have people in the America, Jamaica, and all those places where they are African American from Brazil and all those places. Okay, they have the skills to come to Africa and work with us. Okay.
Yes.
So we will make this Banku in factories and sell it to Chinese and sell it to European, and they will love it. You understand? And we will make millions, billions. Okay, but if we keep going to the mall and buy a hamburger, I don't know how you say that, on all those stuff, we will never be a great continent. We have to stop buying the products from other people. That is the end of my speech. You know.
Thank you so much, Sasha.
Yeah.
Merci.
Yeah, merci mon frère. Hein? Hey, when I thought the next country you have to visit is the French-speaking country. I hope, because I am here, I am trying to speak English. I am fighting because I live in Canada, but I live in Quebec. In Quebec, we speak French every single day. I am fighting, right. So you have to fight, man. Huh?
Yeah, sure. I will do that for you.
Go to Togo. Togo is close, so I know you are Ewe, so you can speak Ewe too. I know that.
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
So you go there, you speak Ewe, you visit, you try a little bit of French, and you go back to Ghana. Huh?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay. So I will say bye-bye and
okay. Au revoir.
Have a good night, man.
All right. Bonne nuit.
Merci.
All right. Bye. Okay. All right. That will end the show for tonight, and see you again next week. I'll have to read this one quickly. This one says, Coco Benji says, they will continue to build up and ban us from visiting our own continent. Right. I think I have to end the live stream here. I will catch you guys in another episode. It's been a 1 hour journey. And yeah, thank you so much for staying tuned. And peace out. Just stay safe. Be yourself. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. If you don't want to hit the subscribe button too, please share to your family and friends. Anyone can subscribe to it. All right. Cole Spoony says he's not going to subscribe to my channel because I'm not solving the problems. I'm actually complaining. But we are all trying to analyze the issues and then we'll solve it ourselves. Blessings to each and everyone on the channel. And please stay safe. Stay indoors. Wash your hands regularly. All right. So I'm going to catch you on the other side. Peace out. Love you guys.